Hello, my name is Dr. Yisroel Suskind. I want to welcome you to our first episode of the series Laughing Your Way to Wisdom. Today's episode, episode 1, deals with the topic of optimism. We know that life is challenging. God throws many challenges our way to force us to grow. How do we cope with that? One answer is optimism. Let me tell you a story about optimism. The president of a small village, a shtetl, in Poland has been invited to the party at the castle of the count. The count is having a good time. He's drinking. He's got his pet monkey on his lap. He's getting a little tipsy, and he calls the president over and he says, "Well, tell me how things are doing down there in your village." The president says, "Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. In fact, I want to tell you something very special happened this week. My oldest son turned 13. We have a special celebration that we engage in, a bar mitzvah, and he has to chant from our holy book, from the Torah, and our rabbi taught him so beautifully. Everyone was impressed. It was such a source of joy for me as a father." The count says, "That's very interesting. Your son chanted that well? I want to have your rabbi come and teach my monkey how to chant." The president says, but. The count says, "No buts. I want him to come and teach my monkey to chant." End of the party. The president leaves. He goes to the rabbi. He says, "Rabbi, I don't know what we're going to do." And he tells him the story. And the rabbi says, "What's the problem? I'll go and I'll talk to the count." Rabbi goes to the count, comes back, meets with the president. President says, "Well, how do things work out?" He says, "It's not a problem." President says, "What do you mean?" He says, "I told the count that I will teach his monkey how to chant. I just need 3 years." "Are you crazy? You know what's going to happen in 3 years? He's going to send his soldiers down here. They'll burn down the whole village." The rabbi said, "It's not such a problem. You need to be optimistic. Where is your faith? First of all, in 3 years, the monkey might die. In 3 years, the count might die. And come to think of it, if I was able to teach your son how to chant, maybe." Optimism. You don't know what the future will bring, and you might as well take a positive perspective.